Hi everyone, I'm Shep.
And I'm Brittany.
And this is the Super Amazing Show.
Each week we bring you a tip or idea to help you create super amazing customer experiences. Shep, what are we going to talk about today?
We are going to talk about something that comes out of your book, Creating Super Fans. It's on page 185. So if you watched last week's video, we talked about the 5-step process I have for managing a complaining customer, a confrontation issue, and that is to acknowledge, apologize, fix it, own it, and act with urgency. We're going to add another step.
Yes. Well, you know I love alliteration, so I have a very similar framework, but I call it the 5 A's, and it's the same at the beginning. We're going to acknowledge and apologize, but then I say ask, atone, and finally adjust.
Yeah, so the adjust part is what we're going to talk about and focus on.
Yeah, so adjust really calls to the fact that you don't want to be so busy putting out fires that you don't realize there's someone on your team like lighting matches and throwing them. You've got to do that, review in the moment of, okay, what went wrong? What do we need to adjust? What can we change internally to ensure that we are less likely to have this problem occur for a customer in the future?
Yeah, the goal is to eliminate or mitigate these happening. This is a crazy thing. We do workshops and our trainers go out and they ask a question. We get everybody in little groups and say, what are the biggest problems and complaints and the issues that your customers are calling you or emailing you or writing about? And they go to work and we ask how often they happen. And then we get the answers and it's like they share a problem. Well, how often? Well, it happens like every day. Like every day? Oh yeah, all the time. And I'm thinking,
all the time.
Why? If you know it's going to happen, what can you do to make sure it doesn't happen? So when a customer has that concern, that problem, to your point, you adjust and you figure out what you need to do internally in your process, in your system to eliminate or mitigate this.
Yeah, and if you have frontline employees, whether they're working in a call center or at a retail location, a really good step is to ask them, what's the problem that you are asked to solve more than any other problem? Because that's going to be like a roadmap to lead you to something that may need some adjustment, either internally or potentially internally and externally to help resolve that particular pain point.
So there is an assignment, and that is to sit down with your team and answer that question. And then once you've done that, go to work and taking care of what I would, maybe the top 2 or 3, come back in 3 months and discuss how it's changed, and then do the same exercise and talk about now what the most common problems and issues you're hearing. And so you're going to do this continuously, hence continuous improvement and continuous elimination of these moments of misery.
Absolutely.
All right,
That's this week's tip. We'll see you next week for another super amazing show.
Yes, we will.